Sama aja nggak ada suara aja. Aduh, emang ini kan nggak ada suaranya sih. Neymar. Merah gede. Kan? Kok ada juga suaranya? Sini. Bagaimana sini? Oke. Ya. Woi, Bape 98 tuh, Cok. Pengen Bape lah nanti, Cok. Serius. Jam 7 nanti itu. Kita cari koin dulu ya. Apa nih? Prancis, Portugal. Portugal lah. Bang Dodo.
Ronaldo.
Berapa nasinya? 4, 3, 1, 2. Cina mana Pitina? Pitinha. Masa ini 100? Ah, ini petinya ini nih. Itu sih dia. Kapten Ronaldo lah, Ronaldo lah. Oke, box to box. Tinha. Kita cari koin dulu, guys. Woi, aduh, kawan. Itu, guys. Rafael Leo. Jamin. Rafael Leo.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? Well, this... Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that's a throw-in.
Hey.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Pass somewhat off target. Cherki. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ribéry. Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Bernardo Silva. And he cuts out the supply. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, what a ball!
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage.
Apa lagi nih? Jauh.
France have the chance to go the other way. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Mbappe receives it in. Cherki! And he's had it nicked away. Real chance!
There.
Goal! France! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
The goal scorer for France after 27
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And this is Ronaldo. Goes down, but nothing given. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Portugal.
Saliba calmly anticipates. Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. Passes short and sharp.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alavan. Alfio.
That's so good and so often seen now.
Could be danger here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now. Games hinge on moments like this.
Ayo, Ronaldo.
We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
after 39 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been won straight back.
There will be 3 minutes
Vitinha.
at a time.
The final seconds now. Ribéry. And here's Thuram.
Iya, bola
There's
Pak.
the half-time whistle. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents
And a
and
quick
talking
reminder
points.
today,
A
everybody,
decent
to
watch
make
this,
sure to
and
put
it's
any
1-1
litter in
at
the bins
half-time.
provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Halo. Cek, cek, cek. Cek, 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 cek. Dengan ada.
And so we're off again. Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, no joy this time. Vieira. Now Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. João Cancelo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Ramos.
Halo.
Gonzalo Ramos. Flings in. There's the header! Goal!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again, but while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 57
And that
minutes,
really is so impressive.
Kylian Mbappe.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Takes a shot!
Gol kosong.
Goal, France!
Bang.
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Football kan.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can
Shoots! In he goes again. It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, good-looking ball. Inacio kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Ramos. And he's on his way! Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. He's away. He's one-on-one. He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Merah. Kartu merah jo.
Oh, no messing about. It is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Ribery is standing over this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Ribery! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Pretty robust defending.
Dit.
Cherki
Nggak lihat atau ya?
steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well read, and the danger is averted.
6 added minutes
Vitinha.
have been indicated.
Gonzalo Ramos. Now it's Vitinha.
Kalah
Chouameni.
kita guys. Kalah kita guys.
Ribery. Now it's Mbappe. Gonzalo Ramos, who's set up 1 goal so far. Cherki threads one in. It's a promising position. Oh,
Bantai.
this is a great chance, surely! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that's that. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were...
Ganti timnya lah. Ganti Prancis. Indonesia kita. Stator siapa ya? Stator siapa ya? orkestrator siapa? Nggak ada ya? Ah, terkilah lagi. IMF. Konete, kapten Bape. Cari lawan, cari lawan. Bang, udah kemana? Iya, siap Kion. Nanti kita mabar. Besok live lagi kau. Iya, besok aku live lagi. Besok kita main vlog. Adios.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Now, 2018 was, of course, the year that saw France become champions again, 20 years after their previous triumph, and this man's exploits played a huge part in that success, did they not, Jim?
Yeah, Antoine Griezmann was excellent throughout the tournament with his all-round forward play. It was no surprise that he was man of the match in that high-scoring final against the Croatians.
Yeah, first time since 2002 that the final hadn't gone into extra time. And indeed, the first time since 1966 that 6 goals were scored. What a game it was. Shapes to shoot! Divisi driving on and making good progress. Mbappe! He's well positioned here. An uncompromising challenge. We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Dembele, and it's made its way to him. Oh, this is a granite chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Griezmann is having a shot! Goal, France! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
France have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. There's the shot! Yes, it's there!
Man.
A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Cherki, now it's Mbappe, and here's Dembele, over to the left. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he was quick to react. A big chance! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France go into the lead. And he's only too happy to take that back. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And now,
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose. They want a good start to the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Mbappe! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. Dembele at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And here's Dembele. Mbappe. And the shot! Relentless! relentless, just relentless. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Conte. Olise. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kante stands tall and stands strong. And that is a little undercooked. Chouameni. And it's Griezmann. Conte. Rabiot. Now it's Olise. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte. Threads one in. Now Saliba. Not the most convincing of passes, looking to pass their way through. Chouameni. Griezmann in acres of space out wide. Pass somewhat off target.
Olah lagi aja.
Conte.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Saliba spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's picked his way through. This looks promising. Chance! Really well taken goal. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Things
time.
looking so easy. Olise! Added time going up. He's had a shot! Oh, impressive strike.
Ah!
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. France suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all...
Waduh, batuk guys. Batuk, batuk. Serius nih, serius. Tadi bercanda guys. Jangan.
So, will they or won't they? It is another massive test. If results go the right way, then the club can take a huge step in terms of their big picture standing. The support here is colourful, cacophonous, a veritable assault upon our senses. It is time for them to believe. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Riley.
Not the most accurate pass.
Ya.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Camavinga steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Has a look and place it forward. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's hard to overlook someone with the talent of this guy, Randall Kolo Muani. Okay, it's a little premature to start comparing him to some of the best, but he's mainly a right-sided forward, and he really does have great potential in terms of goals and assists, and you're not going to find many greater on the counter-attack. That's when he is at his very best, when it's quick from back to front.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two, and he's running through. He's had a shot! Elise. Now it's Kolo Muani. He is through here. Griezmann. Shot, surely! Still goalless at the moment. Threads one in. Cherki.
France.
And it's Dembele. Olise. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Griezmann. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Camavinga. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kolo Muani receives it. Mbappe! Mbappe is magnificent! About as smooth as it gets. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Mbappe! And that is one way to get his defending done. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. And this is Griezmann. That's very neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Olise, and this is Dembele. Defending, and that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves.
Yeah, you don't get any points
today.
for stating
Please
the obvious,
look at the
Peter,
screen
but
for
thankfully
information
this
on
is
how
still
to find
very
your way
savable.
around this
Keep
stadium.
things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Hostile chance! Colomboani going about things with real menace. And here's Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Tchouameni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's going to go a long way. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. This looks promising. Olise, he's through, now is he in? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Griezmann. Now it's Colomboani. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe is onto this. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That looks a decent ball.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Lovely feet. Oh, he's been caught napping. And can he finish?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Dembele to come on. A change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It'll be a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
It's a mighty effort! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
The final seconds now. Mbappe! That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day of course engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Rice. Yeah, players are often labelled as defensive midfielders or attacking midfielders, Peter. But he's an all-rounder. Between one box and the other, he can adapt to whatever's required.
Now it's Kane. That's been cut out, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Chance for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Saka gets across to intercept that. England are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Quality ball. Now it's Dembele. Goes down, but nothing given. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Just eases him off the ball. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
That's been drilled forward. And here's Ribéry. Probing pass. And this is Dembele. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Gerrard. Rooney. And it's Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham. Rooney. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Kane. Now it's Rice. And this is Rooney. Danger averted for now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Kane. And he's straight offside. He's a sharp little ball here. Adams.
There will be 1 minute at a
And
time.
Rooney. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please
What do
be
you think we're
reminded
up
that
to after
drinking is only
45
allowed
minutes?
in the areas
Well, there's
shown
no
on this
way
map.
to
Thank
disguise
you
the
very
fact
much
that
for your
they've been poor.
cooperation.
Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution for France, number 18, Emery.
And the second half gets underway.
Ribery.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Substitution in progress.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
And he did it all with style and pizzazz, and that is the signature of the goal. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So the game... Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's on it. Can he get away? Caught offside that time. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Rice receives it in a good position here. Pull it.
Botafogo, just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Michel Platini. Ferran Torres shoots! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Botafogo grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Hazard, the player who needs no introduction. Rice. Kaká. And this is Ronaldo. Hazard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kaká. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rice.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pull it. Platini. He is wide and looking to get onto this. Great ball, and he's in here. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square.
Please take this opportunity.
So, all
to
square
pay
at
a visit to our
half-time,
official
each
store
side
where
matching the other
memorabilia from
blow for
today's
blow
match are
at the
now
break.
available.
So it's back to business. Now, has he got the beating of his marker? Ferran Torres! Goal! Botafogo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Botafogo get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt...
For Ferran Torres. And he's there to belt it away. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ferran Torres goes for a shot! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that means just one thing: match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of it.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Tries to play it through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and
he's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rice actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Up he goes! Gullit. There's the delivery. And that should get the job done. Seedorf. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through. Ferran Torres! Relentless! Just relentless! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
79 minutes is...
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So now the difference is 3.
Coming on to replace him
The pass
is
he's gone for goal.
Mateus.
And it's Gullit. Great vision. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That is ended up in no man's land. Cucurella
4 added minutes has
Seedorf.
been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Hazard. Seedorf is onto this. Rice. And it's Kimmich. Mateus. And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of...